So again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Again, 2 will smoke us, certainly will smoke you. Do anyone's dirty work, has been a silver Ford Focus. Doing the rounds in this recently, haven't seen it in more recent times. You can see Brian Numbnuts Goodman, 4 elaborate close in this, where I used to stay sometimes when I was in this. You certainly want to be kingpin, centre stage, #1 player, #1 assassin in my assassination. Posting all over social media, the big dis Facebook groups. Not only claiming I am the big Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, but claiming he and only he can prove it. No one else can, according to Brian Numbnuts Goodman. Again, 4 elaborate close dis Norfolk, UK. Another big liar, pants on fire. And 2 parallel stories in this. One is true, one is a big monster lie. I have the truth, guess who has? The big monster lie. That'd certainly crucify you in this. Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover. Not true detective, but again no mad, deranged, insane. Demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, black killer, dog wolf. No Wolfman, Dogman, Norfolk Wolf Creek, son of Sam. Sandringham serial killer here. Brian Numbnuts Goodman also claiming the Polish would kill me. No one's got 17 on it. But no purple guy, woolly hat. No beast of Punjab, Bradford, Sandringham serial killer here. Black wizard terrorist, this shooter. And Brian Numbnuts Goodman did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time. Over 700 Polish in this, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans. Again, this ring of power in a circle, round table, no Roy White and White Van Man. Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. 17 on that one. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo, the local Nazis. Boys in blue. Simon Bailey don't cry, his blonde host plain clothes lover. Not true detective. So over 700 Polish in this, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans at the time. So they believed that big monster lie, that I was responsible for the death of a 17-year-old Eastern European gal. You certainly would be brown bread dead. They would avenge her blood. And a lot of people did try and stir up the Eastern Europeans in this to do their dirty work, make me disappear. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo, the local Nazis. Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. All their crony spies and informers, Dis Skelton Road assassins. And 23 on that one. You can see Abel's dis taxis also. But fortunately, I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in this. I was working with some at the time. Again, 2 will smoke us, certainly will smoke you, do anyone's dirty work. And that is always the problem. Monster lies certainly will get you beaten, stabbed, shot, set on fire. Did happen to the disabled Iranian man in Bristol. They falsely said he was a paedophile. Beat him, stamped on his head, poured white spirit over him and set him on fire. The guy was innocent, wasn't a paedophile at all, just a big monster lie started by a few people. So you certainly can see this Woodyard for details. Norfolk Cubus, Coppers, Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. In their precision engineered, black box, serial killer, frame, fix assassination, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. So again, I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in this, and I was working with some at the time, Daniel and Co, who did ask me about it. So I was able to put them in the picture. High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Find, September Blue Murder, and Certainly Not Mine. And Brian Numbnuts Goodman also thinks he's the #1 poker player in this. But along with everyone else, they do not have a royal flush. They've got Sip, 0, Silch, nil, a whole lot of nothing. 4 jokers, 1 big monster con, 1 big monster bluff. Again, they will pay to make you disappear. And that's a Skoda there. Police surrounding my frame, fixed Skoda at Hitcham, North Norfolk coast, where I was staying in a disused beach hut. 7 miles from Sandringham, calling for backup. And nicely setting me up as the Black Cat, copycat, Black Cat of Burston, son of Sam. Sandringham serial killer, really don't think so. All to cover up Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host. Red Dragon, his High Royal Blue Crime. New Year's Day Find, September Blue Murder. And Certainly Not Mine. Again, that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham mistake. Killenfields, loud and clear. So, a very deadly serial killer virus in this Norfolk, UK, all delivered by this post office. Royal Mail, postie assassins, vigilantes, postie mayor. Big super spreader carriers, certainly have infected everyone apart from me. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. And they really do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. And no saw trap road in this, no #7. John Doe of this, serial killer here. Africa, this, Norwich and Sandringham, really don't think so. And it was interesting, the last consultant I spoke to, John Keane, we had a good chat for a couple of hours. Went through all the monster lies and all the Dr. Death SS, Kitson, bogus diagnosis. And after 2 hours, John Keane said, Johnny, in my experience, market towns, rural communities like this are the worst for these kind of wicker basket frames where they weave monster lies through a community to set someone up. So you can see Simon Bailey don't cry, his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective for details. All in the bag, but they certainly will make you the wicker man in this Norfolk, UK. Again, this wicker basket woven together with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. This Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. Could have seen #10, the Druid May Queen. Dickhead and Co. at Scotland Yard, though Cressor Dick did get the sack, did get dicked off. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Sachs Coburn Goffer, Windsor SS. And you certainly can see this post office, Royal Mail, postie assassins, vigilantes, postie mayor. The big super spreader carriers, very deadly. Serial killer virus in this Norfolk, UK, and they certainly have infected everyone, apart from me. And no beast of Punjab, Bradford, serial killer here. There was a man who was bundled into the back of a red van in Bradford not too long ago in broad daylight. Certainly are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. An X marks the spot. And Keir Starmer having a big war with X, Elon Musk. That's good film, Wanted. That one's got a hag on it. That is a good film also. Hot Fuss. So when you're surrounded by big weak know-alls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clients, I certainly disappear before they come for me. And in the film Wanted, at the end and scene, Morgan Freeman is standing on an X. So Keir Starmer is definitely standing on an X, having a big war with Elon Musk, an X at the moment. So they will pay to make you disappear. That one had heart on it, but as always, no nut in a hitch and beacher. Sandringham, a stock and strangler, serial killer here. And a very good watch, the ABC Murders, Agatha Christie, where there is a murder in a beacher. But the man who was set up as the stock and strangler serial killer, that's not him at all. That's his aristocracy boss who is committing the murders. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, certainly not mine. Human hunting pies, plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beast. In high places, no hosts for the beast here. Human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, so plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, and certainly not mine. So certainly is the one. Anyhow, God bless, take care, have a good day.